Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Eastern Invasion. In our last episode, we completed Scenario 14, and things went overall, I would say, pretty well, although definitely made a couple of mistakes, including one which cost us one of our Dwarven units, but overall I'm still very happy with how this scenario went. We've acquired a few extra units, some of which I think are going to be very helpful, including this Mermaid Priestess, who is actually getting fairly close to leveling up, and just having that extra healing support I think is going to be very important. We also got Owiek up to level 4, and I think that's going to be pretty important moving forward as well. That just makes him that much more powerful. We also have a level 3 Dwarven Rune Master, who I think is going to be quite useful as well. Although you can see, despite being a level 3 unit, does not have a ton of base health. However, has a very powerful magic hammer attack, which all in all I think is going to be quite useful for us. I guess we also have this pikeman who's pretty close to a level up as well, so not too bad in the end. Now, before I jump into the next scenario, I did just want to give a couple of quick shoutouts to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from B. Beryllium. Now, Beryllium pointed out that there are 3 remaining scenarios for me to kind of go through, and that they're all pretty tough. So from this point forward, things are going to get pretty difficult. And I guess that makes sense as we're kind of building to the climax of the campaign itself. Beryllium also had some advice for the upcoming scenario here, which was to attack the enemy leaders one by one instead of spreading out and collecting villages. So I will try to keep that in mind here. Presumably we're going to have to kill off multiple enemy leaders. The next comment here is from Roge Tebnolok. Roge pointed out that the reason I wasn't able to rescue that Dark Adept who was one of the prisoners coming along here, when we killed off the jailer unit, the bowman that we freed, or maybe it was actually it might have been the pikeman that we freed, turned around and killed the adept, saying, oh, die, necromancer, or whatever, and killed the unit off. And it seemed to be kind of a scripted event that we couldn't avoid. Now, what Roge is pointing out is that if I had saved the paladin in a scenario 5, and I believe that was that paladin that would have ended up being a loyal unit, but I'm not 100% sure about that. That would have then allowed me to save the adept. So presumably, I don't know, maybe the paladin would have, spoken words of wisdom to the spearman and prevented him from, or the pikeman, excuse me, and prevented him from stabbing the adept or something, saying something about forgiveness, or, I mean, who knows, but presumably, if you save the paladin, you save the adept. I assume you also have to keep the paladin alive all the way up until now for that to be effective. Also have a comment here from Caden Rivers. Caden mentioned he's very curious to know what happened to Wesnoth, and so am I. We've been away kind of on the run from the undead. Presumably Wesnoth has been under siege, and things probably aren't going well, but that remains to be seen. As always, guys, a huge thank you for the excellent comments and suggestions. Extremely appreciated. Let's jump into the next scenario. Anxious to rendezvous with the Wesnothian army, Gweddry, Owiek, and Dason pressed hurriedly westward. Their hearts sank as they passed battlefield after battlefield in the ruins of what used to be Wesnoth's thriving eastern provinces. The Drowned Plains. At last we have reached the Horse Plains, the fair homeland of my people. Here we can finally reunite with our comrades in arms and vanquish the undead once and for all. Hail, clansmen, come and greet one of your own. No. No. No! Why are there swamps here? Why are there undead here? How can this be? How can Lliah-Malal have already advanced so far into the heartland of Wesnoth? I'm sorry, Owiek. The undead armies must have defeated the clansmen and dammed the river to drown the plains. They must like the swamp, filled with death and decay. My home, my people. How could this happen? You, mage! Had you not insisted we travel north, we might have arrived in time to save these people. My friends, my family, dead from your neglect, and all for what? Some necromancer's trinket, more likely to curse us than save us? We trusted you. I trusted you. Instead, you sent us away from the war like cowards, led our men to slaughter at the hand of orcs and drakes, and deprived Wesnoth of her eastern guard when she needed it most sorely. And now my homeland has paid the price for your misdeeds. Are you even listening?
Oh.
Jason, what's wrong? Are you all right?
I can't. I've lost control of the amulet. I must.
And most importantly,
Oyak, my son. Why did you abandon us? I am dead thanks to you.
no, it's not true. You're not dead. I don't believe you. Oyak, wait! What do I do now? Alright, well, here we are. Scenario 15, the Drowned Plains. Our victory condition currently is to defeat the spirits. Our defeat condition is the death of Gweddry or Dason. So I guess we've lost control of Oyak. I mean, it makes sense. You know, he's come back to his homeland, and he's seeing all of his, comrades and family and friends dead, presumably. And then this ghost is claiming to be, it sounds like the ghost of his father. So I can understand him being kind of overcome with grief and taking off to, find proof that his father's dead. Looks like we have 75 turns, which is, means this is going to be a bit of a, probably a quite substantial scenario. Now, this is a really unfortunate turn of events where Dason has basically created this. It looks like it's impassable, which is good because it means otherwise he could get one-shotted, but I don't think these ghosts are able to, they can't traverse it. So we don't have to worry about protecting Dason. We just have to worry about our starting units here, and we have Gweddry and then Grug, and thank goodness we have Grug as a loyal unit. I assume you start off with all your loyal units here, which would be nice if you had more of them. Such as that paladin, for example, that we had discussed just recently. Okay, I'm just going to pan around a bit. So, looks like there's a lake to the north with a few villages. It is letting me know where all the villages are, which is kind of interesting. Looks like there's 23 of them. Okay, we can't really see anything down here. This map is huge, so the 75 turns thing makes sense. So we know we've got a bunch of these wraiths, and then we do have one specter, Lord Alric, potentially the ghost of Oyak's dad. So I think what we'll probably do is just turtle up here, but really we have to figure out who we want to bring back, and I think having our Mage of Light back would probably be the most helpful, given that we know that we're going to come under attack here and presumably are going to need some assistance. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll put Grug up here, and then we'll bring our Mage of Light back, and that'll give us healing, but also the light beam magic attacks that are going to be really good against those ghosts. So we will recall a Mage of Light, and that'll also, the strategic positioning here rather than here, means that all the units that I have are going to be able to be healed by the Mage of Light. So I think maybe we also bring back maybe our Paladin. Does have the Arcane Sword attacks. The Rune Master wouldn't be bad having the Magical Hammer attacks. Even the Priestess wouldn't be terrible having the Arcane Light Beam attacks. And And with lots of swamp, that actually might mean our merfolk units aren't going to be as disadvantaged as they otherwise would be on land. That being said, I think having the paladin is going to be the better move, just to have the beefy health plus those arcane attacks. As much as I do want to level up this priestess, maybe that'll be the next unit I recruit afterwards. But let's grab the paladin first. We have 180 or 160 gold, I guess. We recruited one already. So that's going to allow us to bring a lot of our best units back, which is really good, especially these ogres that are cheaper. One thing we do need to do is switch this Baneblade over from the bowman to probably one of our ogres. I'm thinking maybe to Grog. Kruta is also really good and does have that bark skin. I feel like giving him Berserk might be wasted just because then... Although, well, I don't know. Maybe it would be worth... I mean, having Steadfast is pretty powerful. Of course, the Berserk we would normally be using more in offensive. So, I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But either way, I think giving it maybe to Grog isn't the worst idea. One way or the other. Anyway, enough yammering. Let's bring our paladin back. Okay, and I think we'll end it there. Now, we're going to take a lot of damage, presumably, here. Okay, they're going after Grug, which makes sense. He's probably the least well-equipped, besides maybe Gweddry himself, to fighting the undead here. Or the ghosts, I should say. Okay, so he's really got to try and bail Grug out. Now, thankfully, Grug is getting really close to a level up, which is quite nice. Nice kill from our paladin. That's really good.
I have regained control.
What happened? I did not know this amulet could act of its own accord. Neither did I. I should have sensed it, but the darkness is nearly overwhelming. Even with my inner light, the best I can do is cancel out this dark energy. Such is the price of power. But it is a necessary price to pay. I will not let up until Lliah-Malal is defeated, whatever the cost may be. Okay, so it looks like Dason has turned into... Oh, interesting. He's a different class, so he is a Twilight Mage. So he also doesn't have his Illuminate ability anymore, and his alignment is now liminal, meaning he fights best during twilight. So that kind of represents, I guess, sort of the balance of light and dark, right? He's using his inner light to cancel out the dark, as he kind of mentioned. That's kind of neat. And also, it looks like his magic ability has switched from Light Beam to Shadow Wave. Still an arcane type of attack, but a different distribution of damage. So that's kind of neat. And this is now sand, which thankfully we can actually traverse. So we're going to need Dason to help us out, because we can't lose Grug. We need to keep Grug alive. So let's see. We can probably... We want to kill Lord Ulrich, that's for sure. Yeah, and this would be a good way to do it. So let's maybe see if we can just get the kill with Dason outright here. Come on. There it is.
Please, watch over my son for me.
It's kind of interesting. I wonder if he retained a bit of his own... Assuming that really was Lord Ulrich, which I'm guessing we'll find out it is. It's interesting. It seemed like he retained a bit of his humanity. Well, we'll certainly do our best. Try to keep Owiek alive. Okay, so now with what we have left, it'd be nice to get a kill with Grug if we could. I mean, I don't want to risk him unnecessarily here, but, like, it would be great to try to level him up. That would also heal him substantially, which would be good. So maybe what we'll do then is we will use our mage over here. I do want to try to kill this wraith who's got full health. I feel like the Mage of Light is going to be the best way to do that. And then with these two, I'm hoping between Gweddry, Grug, and our Paladin, we can kill them. I don't want to necessarily put my healer over here, but I think killing this wraith is going to be the best move. So let's try and make that happen. Nice. Really nice having that leadership boost from Gweddry as well. Okay, if we go up here, let's see. Yeah, the odds of us getting the kill are going to be kind of low. Okay, and you know what? Now maybe we can just get the finish with Grug. Nice, okay. And there's a good amount of experience for him. So, again, he's a lot closer to leveling up, which is good. I don't think the Wraith is going to be able to kill Grug. At least I hope not. If we counterattack, he might just be able to kill him directly. So, all right, let's try for the Arcane kill. Nice having that leadership. There it is. Good kill. Oh, and you know what I should have done is moved off these units so that I could recruit more guys. I didn't really think about that. Oh well, we'll just have to do it next turn. Okay, we'll end it. Oh, ranged. I forgot about range damage. So, it is true. My lord and father is dead. Today truly is a day of ill fortune. My family is slain, my kinsmen scattered, my homeland defiled. But I will not despair. This damning destruction will not be the lasting legacy of the clans. These undead will pay for the death they have brought. Owiek, do not be so hasty. Much of the horde that conquered this place now marches on Weldon, but even what little lingers is surely more than a match for our weary band. I agree, yet all is strangely quiet. Perhaps the remaining undead lie dormant? If we take time to capture villages and rebuild our forces, we may yet be able to reclaim this place. Okay, so now our victory condition is to defeat all enemy leaders. Our victory condition is to defeat all enemy leaders. Our defeat condition is the death of Gweddry, Dason, or Owiek. Or if our turns run out, we have 73 turns left. Gold carryover is going to be in effect with the early finish bonus. 40% of gold will move with us to the next scenario. Some notes here. Enemy leaders are idle until first sighted, but will then abandon their keep and attack you. You know what? That might make it easier to kill them if they're going to abandon their keep. Because then they're going to be presumably less likely to sit there and recruit a bunch of troops. It may be wise to capture villages and build up an army before attacking. Okay, now this goes back to what Beryllium was suggesting, which is to attack the enemy leaders one by one instead of collecting villages. I mean, I think we still want to try and grab some villages, but what I'm thinking we do is we focus on perhaps the nearest keep. So we've got Sir Siore's keep over here. Maybe we start by just heading down that way. You know, we could recruit 1 or 2 units to maybe go and grab some extra villages up here. And I think what we do is we stay away from the other castles until we're ready. Knowing, of course, that we have to be mindful of our time amount here, that we don't run out of turns. Now, remember, Owiek can recruit, so we can go to his dad's old place here. And, whoops. You know what? I might actually grab this village instead, just to get some income going, and then we can head up and start recruiting. But we can use this because, remember, Owiek can recruit troops. So we'll grab that village. We'll get a couple of them and then go back and start recruiting, perhaps. It is nice that we're going to be able to do that. That said, I don't really want to split my forces. I don't think we have enough muscle at this point to do that comfortably. So let's see. If we hit twice, we get the kill. What's our odds here? Only a 37% chance of landing that kill. So really not ideal. I would love to get the kill with Grug, though, because that would level him up. So Gweddry, we need to go back here and recruit more units. I wonder if we were to... You know, see, yeah, the problem is this Baneblade does so much damage. I feel like we can't really risk it with Grug, and we should probably just get the kill more safely. That's not really going to do it either. You know what? Let's just blast with our Mage of Light here. As much as, like I said, I do want to level up Grug. Okay, there we go. There's the level up for him, which is really good. I think we just do the extra hit points just to make him tankier. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, and then what we'll do is we might as well just start grabbing some of these villages here. There we go. Okay, now with Gweddry, we're going to recruit some more troops, and then I think we just focus, like I said, on heading down to this keep with an army and just try and kind of, do a bit of a blitzkrieg, just kind of a rapid attack here. I do see plenty of swamps, so I don't think it would be unreasonable for me to bring back that priestess. One thing I do want to keep in mind, though, is that if I bring the priestess back over here, whoops, I'm going to lose out on any healing support I might need over here, because the priestess does provide healing, and there's plenty of water and swamp around Lord Ulrich's palace, so maybe it's better to actually let the merfolk be recruited over by Owiek instead. Don't hate that idea, to be honest. All right, let's just bring our muscle back. So we'll grab our bowman. We definitely want to drop that item if we can. We'll bring back our ogres, knowing, of course, every time we bring one of these back, we're increasing our upkeep cost. All right, so now the big thing is you're going to be keeping Grug with the Mage of Light for the healing. That being said, if we can get a kill with him, he will level up. So, provided it's not a level 0 unit. Dason is at full health, so we can send him down. Again, I think we just push. We go real aggressive. We go for the keep down here, and we see if we can maybe do a quick elimination. And meanwhile, Owiek can head up here. We'll grab this other village maybe, but let's just see. I think we're done our turn. Okay, and it is daytime, so this would be a good chance to kind of get aggressive here and push. We do have to be a little bit careful. So again, I think what I'll do is we'll go out here with the bowman, and we will drop the Baneblade. And then we will keep on moving. And then what we'll do is with Grog, we will head over and take it. So now Grog is chaotic. That's the one thing we do have to remember. But he now has Berserk and Drain from his Baneblade attack, which is going to be super powerful. Our Mage of Light can keep moving down. Rug can go with him. And yeah, like I said, we're going to just push for Sir Sayori's keep. Go real aggressive over there. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I think I should probably start recruiting rather than, worrying too much. So let's grab a couple units at least. So like I said, we will grab the priestess over here just to have the healing support. I don't want to spend too much time over here in terms of like focusing on it. I might even consider grabbing this citizen. As much as it's a lot of money to recall, this citizen's going to have really good mobility in the water, which would help me a lot. But I'll think about that after. Let's focus more over here. I think we just bring all of our power to bear. Honestly, I think we focus almost entirely on one. Like I said, we're going to do one keep at a time. So we'll take this one out. Then I think we'll head over and go for this one. And then we can finally go for Ephron's castle last. And just hopefully we have enough time to do it. Like, let's see, like, how long would it take? It might not tell me because of the oh no, okay, it'll say. So, yeah, so it's going to be about 10 turns to get over there. And then, another probably 10 or 15 turns to get up there. So, I mean, we should have enough time, provided we don't get sucked into a battle that takes, forever down here. That's really going to be the test, is how long is this fight going to take us? But I guess we won't know until we get down there, so let's see if we can make it happen. All right, meanwhile, let's see what else we can do. So we might want to recall, like, one scout just to go up and grab villages. We could grab maybe, like, a horseman. Actually, you know what? Let's take a fencer with skirmisher. That'll be our scout. That'll head up that way. And then what we'll do is we'll recall Kruta, who's extremely powerful. I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. So we've now got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess you can count Gweddry and Dace in 7 and 8. I mean, we've got 8 really strong units here that are pretty, all level 3 or above, who can hopefully, dish out quite a bit of damage. That said, I don't want to get overconfident. We might want to recruit maybe that Dwarven Rune Master as well. That said, maybe we want more up here. We do know that as we grab these, presumably things are going to get a little bit spicy. Although, from what that prompt told us, if I go back, enemy leaders are idle until first sighted. That would suggest that they're not going to be recruiting units and coming out to attack us. Idle would suggest they're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. One thing we also need to do, I'm looking at this, we really got to deal with our upkeep because we don't want to be running a negative deficit if we don't have to. And that's where maybe grabbing this citizen to go off and grab these. I mean, I feel like that citizen is going to get killed real quick and easy, though, so I do have to be kind of careful. But I don't think it's the worst idea. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the rear end. We could do the pikeman or we could do the rune master. I feel like the pikeman over here wouldn't be the worst idea. But I don't want to get too crazy because, again, like, I need the bulk of my army over here, really. Because we don't know exactly how strong this keep is, so I want to be kind of careful. I don't know if I want to trigger it just yet. Okay, we'll try and grab that village first. I guess, yeah, the question is, do we recall somebody right now, or do we wait? I don't know, like, maybe I should have put the priestess down with the other group. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Maybe that was a bad decision, but I feel like having the healing over here is going to be useful. Like, again, do I want to spend the money and recall one of these 2 units over here? Again, we know the pikeman is close to leveling up. The rune master is super powerful with that magic attack. Feel like the dwarf could probably be more helpful with the main army. Let's do the pikeman over here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that was stupid, but... Okay, we're going to end it here. And we'll do one more recruiting. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to assume these are, like, just wandering undead that are kind of randomly, zooming around. I don't know if that's true. I mean, we did run into that walking... there was the walking corpse here, the mounted walking corpse that Owiek encountered out of the swamp. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's just random undead kind of zooming around. That is going to make getting to these villages harder, though. That's the only thing. I guess I'm glad I brought the fencer. He can not get zone of control locked. Okay, so now, yeah, we're just going to focus on sending everybody down. With our last 20 gold, let's do the Rune Master here. Again, maybe this is overkill, and maybe it's going to, bite me in the butt that I decided to commit all my troops to one group. But I think that's the safest play, honestly. I really don't want to get into a position where I'm, overextending myself or spreading myself too thin, I guess, would be the better way to say that. Okay, we're just going to head down. I'm excited to have that Baneblade in action here with Grog. Okay. Go over here. So now we can do a bit of scouting. So let's cautiously creep over there and see what we find. Meanwhile, we'll send this guy up. Ooh, what did we see? A ghost. Okay. Rather than splitting up too much, maybe we stick together then. I know we're on land and we're at a disadvantage, but I feel like we stick together. That's the safer play. We don't have enough money to really do anything, so I feel like Owiek's strong enough. He could probably head down this way. We just have to stay out of range of our... of the known... castle keeps so that we don't trigger anything that we can't handle, basically. Okay, so let's end our turn. I think we're done all of our relevant... Oh, I forgot about Gweddry. Yeah, Gweddry we definitely want to send down as well to assist. Especially since we don't have the money to do anything else at the moment. So, end it there. Okay, that ghost looks like it kind of moved off. Nice kill from our paladin, and the poison is cured, which is great. Okay, so that's one less undead. Nice to get rid of that poison, too. Okay, we're going to send Grug down. Stay with the white mage to keep healing.
Ah, undead. This one was mired face first in the swamp, dormant until I stumbled upon it. They must be lying elsewhere, everywhere in this muck.
Perhaps their leaders are dormant as well. I suspect we will not have to contend with them until we sight them. We can afford some time to capture villages and build our forces. Okay, so that's a bit of a further reinforcement of kind of what we already had figured out, which is that as long as we don't go near the keep, they shouldn't do anything. But I don't think we can dilly-dally. I think we're going to run out of gold really quickly, or sorry, run out of turns really quickly if we don't get aggressive here. So that's where I think we'll go and send our scouts up to try and capture what we can. I do see an amulet here, which I missed the first time I was looking around. So maybe we can try and grab that with a fencer. We haven't had a successful fencer level up yet. Every single one we've ever tried to recruit has died. So maybe we can finally change that. Let's see, Grug could... Oh, it'd be nice for Grug to maybe get the kill here if possible. Again, we really want to level him up. The trick, though, is that this is... Oh, this is a level 1 unit, so we could... Actually, maybe... That'll kill him almost outright. Yeah, I don't hate this. I mean, the odds of us getting the kill are low, but if we do get it, you know, that's a win for us.
Wishy fun to squash. Squash, squash, squash.
Okay, well, little bit more damage there. I'm okay just, like, letting it attack me back, maybe. To try and get the kill that way. I don't want to go too close too fast here. I think I'd rather wait until we have more of our units kind of... Oh, shoot, we got ambushed. Okay. Thankfully, we got our bow attack. Nice, good kill there. That prevents any poisoning from happening, which is good. Send Dason down this way. Grog can go maybe like this. We do have to be careful. We don't want to keep Grog in the illuminated area because that's going to make him at a disadvantage due to his chaotic alignment. Okay, Kruta's going to come down. Gweddry's already done his thing. Lancelot is good. Needs a little bit of extra health, but should be fine. I keep forgetting... Oh, and you know what? Okay, Dason does have the 4+ healing, so he's not completely without healing ability. We'll kill off this corpse, I guess. It popped up. Ouch, we took a little more damage than I would have preferred, but that's okay. I think we're pretty good. Now, the real danger is going to be if we get... Yeah, and that's what I was afraid of, is that ambush. We could be in some real trouble here, so I think we'll just hold off. Oh, shoot. Okay, and there's another one. Nice, good kill, though, from Owiek. So, yeah, we'll keep these two together. They can kind of support each other as we head over for this village here. I think I could probably jump over and grab it. Ooh. Yeah, I got a little too aggressive, I think. Try for the kill here. Nice, and we got it. Nice, okay, and we're about to level up. The problem now is this ghost is going to go sit on the village to attack me, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we might lose our little merfolk citizen, which, I mean, it is what it is. It's too bad because we did spend 20 gold recruiting it, but I think we are otherwise good. So we'll end it here. Oh, okay, the ghost ran off. That's fine by me. Oh, wow, look at that. Came out of the swamp there. That's no fun. Gweddry got poisoned pretty good. Oh, man, and now Dason is poisoned. Oh, my God, look at this. Okay, our white mage being poisoned is a huge problem. We need to get to a village. Okay, wow. I really severely underestimated how dangerous this area is going to be. Yeah, we need to bring Owiek back, I think. Oh, our poor citizen. Yeah, maybe we can run away. Thank goodness we dodged those hits. Nice, good killing. Is that a level up? Almost. Very close. Oh, no. Oh, holy cow, am I ever glad I kept my units together down here. Wow, there's so many. Good job from Owiek, just blasting them. Oh, we missed. And we might be in real trouble here. Holy, this is unbelievable. Whenever we stumble upon a corpse, it awakens its nearby allies. What will happen when we wake their leaders? It may be prudent to clear the swamp near the undead leaders before we sight them. Jeez, this just got a lot harder. Okay, that poison is going to be a real problem for us here. Okay, so... yeah, this little citizen is basically toast. That said, we can probably get out of the most dangerous area. What we really need to do is get a kill with this spearman to level him up. Fortunately, this is not likely to get us a kill. Our priestess might be able to get the kill, but I don't think that's going to be enough to level up. Because when you kill... I can't remember how it works. I think you get 8 experience for killing... I think it's, what is it, 8 experience for a level 1, 16 for a level 2, and then, you know, incrementally another 24 for a level 3. I think that's how it goes. We can't afford to lose our priestess, but we need to get the poison off of her, too. Jeez, this is really unpleasant. And Owiek is actually in some rough shape here, so I feel like he needs to just go back to the village, maybe. Yeah, that's probably the safest play. You know what? I'm not going to worry about my money right now. I don't have that luxury. So, okay, now the question becomes, with the priestess, should I just attack and try to get the kill, hoping that that will level me up, but I truly don't think it will. I'm pretty sure I only get 8 experience for killing a level 1 unit. And these are all level 1 units. I mean, I'm glad they're level 1 units, but... yeah, and this poor guy is just, you know... really not in a good position, so I think what we'll do is we'll head down here just to get away. Yeah, that'll keep us out of harm's way for now, at least. Now, the priestess, we could run into the water. That would keep us safe, and then this guy would pretty much be left to his own, you know, likely death. We have a 21% chance to get the kill there. Yeah, I can't remember if I would get enough experience with the priestess. I think when you attack, you get a single experience. So we would get 9, I guess, if we got the kill. What are our odds to get the kill, by the way? Oh, you know what? They're not even good either. All right, then here's what we'll do. We'll go like this and we'll gamble it. Come on. Come on, one more. Yes! Okay, that just made this a lot easier for us. Now we've got a halberdier, which is really powerful. Also now has a blade attack, which is great. I think what we'll do then is we will retreat our priestess away just to try to keep her safe. I Really don't want to lose her. Yes, she's poisoned, but we can try to get her to a village eventually. Owiek, meanwhile, will just leave on the village for the healing. And then our halberdier, we can retreat back to the palace, maybe get some healing support. We'll kind of regroup and figure it out. Now, up here, we might as well just try to grab as many villages as possible, knowing that they're going to get just captured by the undead. Now, down here, things did get a little bit hairy, unfortunately. Now, all we have to do is get a kill, and it could be even on a level 0 unit, because if I recall correctly, on a level 0 unit, when you get that kill, you do end up with 4 experience out of it. So, let's see. The poison is really the most unpleasant part of this whole thing. Because then you have to, like, you know, again, our healer, we have to get back to the village. You know, maybe I should have had the merfolk healer down here just to keep the Mage of Light safe. Either that, or we have to just create like a perimeter around our Mage of Light going forward, knowing that the potential is there for us to get poisoned. What are our odds to kill here? 64% versus if we attack here. I mean, it's all but a guarantee. The thing that would be nice is if we can kill this ghoul, that would allow our Mage of Light to maybe get down here to get to that village faster. Up here with Gweddry, I mean, should be able to just kill this thing. Let's just do that. Nice. Okay. Let's see, what are our other options here? I think with Dason, what we probably want to do is get up to the Mage of Light and get cured as quickly as we can. So maybe our bowman can go here. Try to kill this ghoul. Okay, no, not the kill, but now very close to death, which should make it easier. Maybe even our paladin could get the kill, or maybe Grog. You know what? Let's maybe pull back with Grog. I think then what we can do, yeah, let's pull Grog back. We'll just get the kill like this. Nice. Okay, we got it. And now, you know what? Dason can go all the way and just heal his poison. So maybe we just do that. We just need to get rid of this ghoul. And I don't want to get Grug poisoned, but if we can get the kill, I mean, we'll be in really good shape. So let's just go for it. Dang it. Oh, dang, that really sucks. Yeah, I kind of let my... I won't call it hubris, but I got maybe a little overconfident. Hey, here's what we'll do. We'll go like this. We'll kill the ghoul this way. Yes. Then we will move down here. We do need to get our Mage of Light over to the village, but I think we go like this. Then we move Kruta up, and we can get the finish on this corpse. Alternatively, I mean, if we just go like this, what happens? The corpse can only attack one of us. Maybe it'll attack Grug and then get itself killed, and then we'll level up that way. So I don't hate that. Meanwhile, the paladin can just go back here for healing. I think that's kind of the best we can do at the moment. Honestly, yeah, this is really unpleasant. I need to get this guy to a village, though, to get rid of that poison. That's really my only hope. So yeah, I won't get the kill with Kruta. Instead, I will hold off and see if maybe this corpse will just attack Grug, suicide himself, and then Grug can get promoted. Bit of a gamble, because I don't know if that corpse is just going to run away or not, but... I love how the first attack, we just get poisoned. Yeah, same there. And at least we're on the village, thank goodness, but... Oh, there's a poison. Granted, we're on the village, so we're going to heal, but it's annoying. Nice kill from our halberdier. Really good work there, cleaning those ones out, which is what we need. Okay, well, went up and attacked Kruta anyway. That's too bad. Okay, it is nighttime now. A little bit scary. Okay, there's all that poison cured, except, of course, for our Mage of Light, who does need to get over to this village. Now, everyone else... ooh, hang on. Can we undo that? We can. Do want Gweddry to come down this way, because we want to cure Gwedry's poison. So I think what we do then is we go in here a bit. We go like this. Okay, there. We don't want to trigger the keep just yet, but we can be close to it. So then we'll go over here with the Mage of Light. That'll cure Gwedry's poison, and then next turn we can cure our Mage of Light's poisoning completely by going to the village. Go here, we'll heal our Paladin. Grug might as well get some healing, even though we are so close to leveling, just to kind of just make sure we're not in too much trouble there. Dason did take a lot of damage as well, so I probably should heal him. You know what? Here, he can go next to the Paladin and at least get 4 health. And then Kruta, we want to just go as far as we can, really. Go like that. And then our Rune Master can move down. Yeah, I'm really glad I brought everybody as one group, because this is just gross. Especially with all that poison. That's really the most kind of insidious part of it. Yeah, so we'll head up, go for that village. We can go for the amulet as well, since we're going to be up here anyway. Alternatively, we could just defend the village. You know, that's not the worst plan. Maybe we just do that. Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, that keeps the village in our control. We might have a chance to get this kill. Definitely don't hate that. Now, over here, I think what we do is we just go for the village here to get our healing sorted, or cure our poison, get us some health. I think with Owiek, we just stay put, and we just try to kill this soulless. Okay, nice work. And then we'll just sit and heal for a while. You know, the priestess we can send over to at least heal our citizen over here. We just know that the priestess is going to keep taking poison damage until being at a single health, which is pretty scary, and if a ghost comes out, we're going to lose the priestess, but... Alright, I think that's going to do it. Meanwhile, we're still hemorrhaging gold, which sucks, but... Oh, see there, that's what I was afraid of. It's like it read my mind. I really don't think we can easily get out of attack range either. We'll have to check. Oh my god, like there's so many. I hope they don't keep appearing. That would be really unfortunate. Okay, so Mage of Light desperately needs the healing there. Or the curing, I should say. Now, again, do I want to push without my Mage of Light? I don't know. It's a little sketchy. Over here, I think we can probably go for this kill. Yeah, there we go. And then we should start healing at least a little bit. Now, the ghost... Okay, the ghost can't get all the way down there. Thank goodness for that. This walking corpse, what are our odds of getting this kill? 65%. That's not horrible, but I feel like if I go over there, then I'm at bigger risk of just getting attacked by whatever might be hiding in the over here in the shadows. Because I do want to try and get some kills and level this unit up. That's just a huge risk. I think what we'll do, though, is maybe we'll call this an episode here. This is a really good start. This is going to be a long one, so it might be a 2 or a 3-parter. We'll have to see, but I think this gets us established. I mean, we've got our halberdier, thank goodness. But I'm glad I didn't commit more troops over here, because we really need the muscle of all of our best units over on this side. So I think this is where I will end it. We also have our fencer up here, who is, you know, increasingly surrounded by ghouls. So let me know what you guys think. Should I, just play it defensively, stick to a village? Should I try and kind of hit and run, keep moving with the fencer? On this front, what do you think? Should I maybe try and attack this walking corpse with my priestess? And, if I can't quite get the kill, maybe I could finish it with the citizen. Obviously, it's a gamble. We could get killed. Or should we just stick to the water for now and try to stay away from the ghost? Yeah, let me know what you think. And then on this front here, I mean, obviously, one kill from Gruggy's going to level, so that's good. And then it's just a matter of us figuring out how to deal with whatever's in this keep. So let's save it right now. Whoops, I don't want to quit. I want to save it. We will call this one Part 1. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.